Well, greetings to everyone. Nice to have you here. This is Mike Donaldson with my business partner and master distributor, Mike Lucas. So it's great to have all of you here.
Good afternoon, everyone. I see Randall from Ohio, Alfredo from Mexico City, Marcus from Norway, Deborah from Alabama, Ian from Jamaica, Lee from the UK. We are just going down a list of countries and locations, Mike.
Yes, Zambia, Norway, boy, it's all Netherlands. We're all over the world.
Hemming from Norway, Terry from the UK. We got quite a few people from the UK in the house. Corey from the Netherlands, Charleston from Chile, South America, and I don't know why Chile, and then South America. Sorry, Charleston, I'm in sometimes the cold weather and it gets chilly here. It just sounds funny. Alex from London, England. Naples is in the house. Florida, sunshine. So from Canada. Randall from Ohio, right next door to you, Mike, there. So Keith from the gray state of Lincoln. Okay. I guess we got 51 states now.
No. Maybe he means the land of Lincoln.
Okay, great state of Lincoln.
Yeah, which you should know a lot about. Yeah.
So it got me a little there. Andy from Liverpool. Brandon from Canada. Guys, thanks for coming. I see Chicago's in the house. A couple hot dogs would be great, Chicago-style hot dogs. So, guys, thanks for coming today. We are going to get started here in about 15 seconds. Give everyone a chance to log in. A couple of things about our platform here. Mike, this is a webinar event. So in case people have some connection issues, there's some things they can do around the house and so forth. Make sure you got all your YouTubers, family, friends that's watching videos, turn that off because you want to make sure you get a good streaming connection. And if you have a connection issue, there's some reconnect buttons, aren't there?
Yes, it should see it up at the top.
Right, and that either says reconnect or there's a lightning bolt. So, okay, let me go ahead and start a couple quick polls here. We're going to get started here right now. I just want to fire up these polls real quick. Just kind of get an idea of who's new, who's coming back for more information. How many of you have an active package in Vortic United right now? And what was today, Mike? Payday.
Payday, yes. Today was definitely payday.
We love Mondays. So I see a whole bunch of people voting here. Right now, the I-dos are crushing the not yets. But we'll give it another 15, 20 seconds. It usually kind of levels out a little bit there. And then we'll get to one more real quick here. We'll give it another 10 seconds. And then we'll want to respect everyone's time, of course. We do have some very exciting news to share with you. And 5, 3, 2, 1, and boom. Okay, we got about 80% of you who are already active in there, maybe coming back for information, maybe brought a friend or someone here. And about 19% says, not yet, thinking about it, looking at it, whatever the case may be. And hopefully we can give you some information so you can decide if this is for you or not and your risk tolerance. One more quick poll here. Let me see here, reset this little poll. How many of you have been here on a call with us, or this is your very first time on a Vortic United call, either with the CEO, who happens to do one every Thursday, and we'll share with you how you can be part of that, or one of these opportunity calls. If you don't mind sharing with us with that, we'd appreciate that as well. Gives us an idea of how we're doing and our reach and so forth. We'll give this about another 40 seconds here, and then we'll cut it off and get into some very exciting information and share with you how you can actually have a marvelous Monday earning those crypto rewards that we talked about. So we got about another 15 seconds here. Looks like the bar is pretty much slowed down. Everyone's got their little bolt in there, and we're going to go ahead and cut it off. Looks like about 69% has been here before. Welcome back. and 31%, 30% is your first time. Well, a big shout out to your first timers, and hopefully we do a good enough job here and you get the information you're looking for. If not, hold off to the end of the presentation. Time permitting, we'll get to all those questions hopefully here and answer everything. And we are, Mike, actually going to, no, we're not. I'm all messed up here. I'm thinking of, yeah, that won't work.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
Okay. So, guys, let's go ahead and get to it here. So let me bring up the PowerPoint, and we'll get right into it. Kind of threw me for a loop right there. Oops, I didn't turn off my camera. Okay. So, entire screen, here we go. Okay, let's go ahead from the guys. How are we looking, Mike?
Looks good.
Awesome. Guys, we're going to be sharing with you how you can earn crypto rewards basically while you're asleep, while you're watching TV, while you're enjoying time with family, whatever you're doing. Passive crypto rewards. And first of all, we need to make sure you understand, just like anything you do in life, and especially with online programs, there's a certain degree of risk. And unfortunately, online programs carry what most would consider a higher risk. First of all, please understand, we are not financial advisors. We don't offer any type of financial advice. Mike, why don't you go ahead and hit the highlights of this one, and then we'll get into it.
Sure. The information provided on this video, on this presentation, as well as on all social media posts, does not constitute investment advice or financial advice or any kind of trading advice. It's really done for the purpose of providing education on what the program is about. Cryptocurrency trading is very risky, and the potential of loss of part or all of your crypto is possible. And the pictures and graphics that we present are also for education and illustration points only. Vortic is not regulated by any regulatory body because they're trading cryptocurrency, and past rewards that may be referred to that are earned by community members are not and should not be construed as a guarantee of future rewards. And as Mike said, never risk more capital with any program than you can afford to lose. And really all online programs and life in general carries a high risk.
So guys, let's talk about, first of all, we'll start at the top, the CEO, founder, and actually head trader, Mr. Jensen Robles. He was actually born in the UK as a very young child, moved to Germany, where he grew up and got into a career in the financial industry, working for a bank, actually a Swiss bank that was based in Germany, where he started trading, taking care of different types of commodities and so forth. And I think everyone remembers the financial meltdown that happened around 2010, 2011. When he left that industry, if you will, that bank, and started out on his own, trading something that he discovered called crypto. He bought his very first Bitcoin at a whopping $45. He had a financial analyst team that he worked with, a couple of guys, and they went into trading crypto. Bought his first, obviously, crypto at $45. We all would like to get it at $450 right now if we could. And then started trading for clients, private clients, using their funds and trading their on a one-on-one basis and building his clientele up. Then some of these clientele suggested that he starts a company trading crypto, and Vortic United was born, created in September of 2022. So we are about 10 months old with Vortic United right now. As Mike said, we are what some people would call the master distributor of the company. We are like you. We are simply affiliate. We do work with Jensen, give them some feedback and so forth from the field, but we are generally affiliates just like yourself. And because of that and all the concerns and questions you have, we had to say it, honestly. And after meeting with Jensen a couple of times online on Zoom calls, we really liked what we heard, but we've heard it before, some of the stuff. So we decided to take a little deeper dive, and we actually flew out where they were headquarters in Turkey, and we spent a week with him. There, we obviously verified who he was, because we've all seen these companies who claim they have CEOs who are actors or whatever. Some of them won't even give you their names. He's real. He's his history. There we also saw the trading taking place, and some secret NDA stuff we had to sign there because it's some proprietary software, which we'll share with you in a moment here. We met his team, his IT team, his analytical team, his analyst, his in-house support team, which was rather small at the time. They have since expanded greatly, and it's basically his entire team. But what we really saw and went into was his vision for what he wanted to do with Vortic, his vision for the community. That's what really attracted us. And one of those first steps to start this journey, this vision, was to find a nice office so he could get the things that were required for the community that he wanted to do. So in March, they started looking for a building. They found a nice office building that had 2 floors in the Cartel district you see here, which is kind of like the technology district in Istanbul, the up-and-coming one. And this is where the office building they rented. It's 2 floors, actually, over 5,000 square feet of office space. And they found this, signed a lease in March, and had their grand opening in April, where there was a group of leaders and builders come out there. You can see them here. And this is where his support team is housed, some of his in-house IT team, his analytical team, his legal department, his financial department, basically, and some other things that he talked about on a recent call that we'll be sharing with you, what is called Meet the CEO call, some other just amazing opportunities with private placement, some very cool stuff coming to the community here in the next, coming weeks and months. And this is where they're all housed at. You can actually go visit the office. The office, a lot of people, well, it's not on the website. No, it's not. There's a reason for that, folks. If you really think about it, strangers dropping by the office. You got to imagine they have, during the daytime, a couple analytical guys, a couple support people working and everything. Having regular visitors come by at any time, just walking in, is very disruptive to a working environment. So basically what someone needs to do is they need to become a member free even. You can get into the back office, contact support, and they'll set an appointment for you where you can go to the office, meet Jensen. Because a lot of times he's busy, he's in meetings and so forth. So you don't want to travel all the way to Turkey and just not have him available. So they control the access so you can be there when he's there. And they have time to basically give you a tour without stopping in and interrupting everything. Some of the people on the outside think that's wrong, that you should be able to walk in anytime in an office and cause basically everyone to stop working because you wanted to walk around. It doesn't work like that in the real world, as most people know. And those people are just looking for controversy, really. Another thing is the license. He has a license, and this is a little bit dated, to be honest with you. This is a general business license in the UK, and you can look up the license. If you become part of the company, and we need to update these slides a little bit because just within about the last 3 weeks, they obtained another 4 licenses for different segments of the company, for the payment processor that they have in-house, for some of the other opportunities with the private placement that they're going to do, with a crypto exchange that they're bringing out. So he's expanded into several different licenses under different jurisdictions to meet the goals for the community that he's talked about in the last 3 or 4 weeks on the Meet the CEO calls that we'll explain to you how you can be part of those as well. But this is one of the licenses, and we're going to have to get copies of the other ones. He's providing them to the community in the back office. We just honestly have not had time to update this particular slide. My apologies for that. So how does he do the trading? Well, there's an awesome video on the front of the website. You can go to vorticunited.com and see it. It's based a strategy called order flow, where you look for different types of movement in the industry. A lot of people ask, does he use a bot? His analytical team uses a bot to identify possible movements within the industry, along with some proprietary software. And what they look for is certain movements in the industry, in certain cryptos, going up, a buy, going a sell, going down. And using their proprietary software, then they look at the data and so forth. They give all this analytical analysis basically to Jensen, and then he executes a trade or passes on the trade and decide if this is a trade they want to do, a buy or a sell. Unlike a lot of companies out there who have tremendous success, you'll see them. They get 2-3% a day when there is what's called a bull market, when crypto's going up. Anyone can. Even I can trade crypto and win when there's a bull market. It just keeps going up. But the real challenges for most of these companies and why most of them struggle is when it is in the bear market or when it's going sideways. They have problems with that because they don't know how to trade. This software, this strategy he uses, the order flow, it takes advantage of that. And that's why you see the success Vortic is having, consistently been having since I've been involved. And to give you an idea of that, this is a little dated. When I said we went there in January, he provided this to us. These were two accounts. One was up over 1,500%. The other one was up over 335%. This was at the middle of November for last year, 2022. And the thing we liked about it, and we talked to him at that time, was what most companies just will not do. They just will not do it, is show you the trades. Many of them won't because they're not trading or they're providing the service. Let's say I've seen companies that claim they were renting cars or actually buying AdWords or something. They just won't show it to you. Prove it to me you're providing that service. And they won't. They got all their reasons. But here we explained to them, we thought it was really important that members, because of our past that we've all experienced, see each and every trade. It was really important to believe that they were actually trading. And so what they did, they started in about February, started providing full transparency on each and every trade. Yes, he shows the winning trades. And yes, he shows the losing trades. And this is a screenshot of 1 week where you can see the trades. The green trades are obviously some wins, and the red trades are some losses. And so just to give you an idea here, a lot of people who've done trading before, you have to have a high win ratio. Maybe win 70% of your trades and lose 30 or even 80-20 to have profitability. That's not the case. The most important thing in trading is what's called risk management. That is the key to a successful trader. For example, let's say you have 10 trades and you only win 50% of your trades. But if your risk management is right and you have the proper risk to reward, you can be very, very profitable. In this example, let's say 50-50 win ratio, you lost 5. Each trade was worth $1,000, you lost 5,000. Now using the proper risk to reward ratio, you just won 5, 50-50. But those 3 trades you won had a 3-to-1 risk ratio, meaning you won 3 times more than you're willing to lose. And because of that, you won $10,000 on a 50-50 to win ratio. And I bring this up because that's the one thing I've noticed since I've been watching, and I look every single week at the trades. I don't write them all down, but I look at every single trade every night just to see how the market's doing. I'm curious of what I'm involved in. And I've noticed that he has some tremendous risk management. Because I've done risk management. I mean, you get in that trade, you just don't want to get out, and you let the losers go down, and the runners, you get scared and you close them. That you don't see here. For example, here's a couple of screenshots that just I took in the back of a couple trades a little while ago on May 23rd. He only had a 60% win ratio, which is not bad, but the risk to reward, the profit was over 45, almost 46%. Yet the losses were only about 5.5, a little more than 5.5%. That's the proper risk to reward ratio that makes this very profitable. Again, here's another one. I'm sorry. Only a 57% win ratio. But look at the risk to reward. 15% rewards versus 5% losses. That's what makes this very, very profitable for the users. He's using awesome risk management. I see some trades when he's just won 50%, but we still have had winning days because of the ratio, the risk to reward. Now, I'm going to share with you my account. These are my accounts. There are what's called packages within Vortic United. And basically, I'm going to explain. I have a little bit of each one so you have an idea of what's going on. This is a time frame that I just recorded to give you an idea of currently somewhat. Between March 4th, when I started looking at this and jogging it down, and May 31st, there was a total of 376 trades executed during this time frame. 260 of them were wins, 116 lost. So it had about a 69% win ratio. Pretty good. But more importantly, my package A had a reward ratio of 52%. My package B, 65%. My package C, over 78% in just 13 weeks. Guys, that's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Now, what are these reward packages? That's how you get started. You pick a reward package you feel comfortable with based on what amount of crypto you want to put in there. There's reward package A. That's the entry level. You can start with as little as $50 in USDT. It earns up to 0.8% a day or up to 4% a week. A package B, which is higher, has a minimum of 2,500 in USDT to get started, returns up to 1% a day or 5% a week. Package C is the highest one, 1.2% a day, up or 6% a week, and that's minimum of 10,000. Now, each one of the A, B, and C's have what is called rewards. You earn them every week. You can withdraw them. We get paid once a week, every weekend, if you will. You can request it during the week, but we get paid. You processes on Sunday night at about midnight, about 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the cutoff. And then within 48 hours, you're paid. Now, since I've been in, which is the first week in January, we've always been paid on Monday. We always got paid early. But the company's policy, everyone needs to understand this, it's 48 hours. But again, since I've been in, we've seen it Monday afternoon, Monday evening, and today it was Monday around 2 o'clock or so we received our rewards. But each one of these packages have what's called a lock-in period. Your funds, your crypto is locked in as Jensen and his team is trading it. You earn your rewards every week. You can withdraw those rewards. You can add to the package or compound to the package, earning more rewards next week. The options are yours. But your initial package, your A, B, or C is locked in, depending on the package, anywhere from 36 to 46 weeks. At the end of that duration, your package crypto is returned to you, minus a 20% fee. Unlike most companies that charge you 20, 30, 40% a month, Vortic United charges 20% one time on your initial package purchase. You get to keep all of the rewards. Nothing comes out of there except for a 5% withdrawal fee. Every time you withdraw something, there's 5% processed out. Now, you'll notice I didn't talk about the compounding package. This is slightly different than the regular packages A, B, and C that you can earn rewards on every week and then either put them back in by adding to your package or withdrawing them or doing a mix of both. You can add a little bit and withdraw a little bit. It's totally up to you as long as you meet the $10 minimum requirement for withdrawal or the $10 minimum requirement to add to your package. Now, the compounding package is a completely different package. It's a whole bundle that pays out one time at the end of the duration. So you put in this example, let's say $5,000. It's held for 32 weeks. You cannot get any rewards out for 32 weeks. It's paid out at one time and then compounded. And it's already been pre-calculated. You do not get 1.8% a day. it has averaged out over that time to be 1.8% a day. But at the end of the 32 weeks, you would have earned basically 9% a week. In other words, if you put in $5,000 week 1, you're going to get $450. Week 10, $450. Week 20, $450. At the end of 32 weeks, you would have collected $14,400 in USDT, plus then your initial crypto package purchase of $5,000 will be returned to you minus the 20%. Okay? I hope that explains the compounding package, the difference. That's a one-time payout all at once. Now, as I said, Jensen is very open to the community. He listens to them. He takes questions every week, and we'll share with you again in a few minutes how you can take part of those calls. One of the newest features added was what most people refer to as compounding. Let's say you got a package A in there for $1,000. And last week, my package A earned 4%. So I made $40 in USDT. Now, I can take out that whole $40 this morning, or I could basically put it back into my package. I can put a minimum of $10 in there and add to it so I earn a little bit more this next coming week. All those possible with the compounding. Now, the beautiful thing about the compounding package, let's say you have a $2,000 package and you decided to put some more of your earnings in there every few weeks. Once you hit that 2,500, that's the new level for the B. You reach that level, you can actually contact support and actually have them upgrade you to the newest earnings, the more higher earnings. But understand, every time you repurchase, you put crypto into the package, you extend the starting date. It goes from 42 weeks from the date you buy the package. So if you buy a package, you add to it next week, it extends that out another week. It keeps it putting a new date in there every time. Now, if you don't want that package to reset, you can always buy an additional package so it keeps the first package keeps the original. So you have a lot of options with Vortic United. And speaking of options, there are a multitude of ways to deposit or withdraw. What is very cool about this, unlike a lot of programs, is you have the options to put in one of 4 cryptos: Bitcoin, Ethereum, or USDT, ERC20, or TRC20. Now, just full disclosure again, right now, Bitcoin is a little crazy. The fees are a little higher than most people like. Actually, in some networks, it's very high. There's some craziness going on the blockchain on Bitcoin. So this last 2 weeks, Bitcoin withdrawal, that option to use Bitcoin has been suspended. But this is temporary till the fees come down to normal, a little more down to earth. So, but you can still, it hasn't stopped the withdrawals, hasn't delayed the withdrawals, it hasn't paused the withdrawals. You can still withdraw in your Ethereum, as I did yesterday and got paid today. You can still withdraw in USDT, as Mike Donaldson did today and yesterday and got paid today. So you have 4 options. For example, several months ago, I put in USDT, but I'm pulling out in Ethereum. You could put in one type of crypto and withdraw in another type of crypto. You have a lot of options here with Vortic United. Now they also have a referral program, a way of Vortic United saying thank you. The first way is the direct commissions. Basically, you share this with someone and Vortic United says thank you and rewards you. On the first level, this goes from level 1 through level 15. Now, the cool thing about this, a lot of companies have different ranking that unlocks it. As soon as you get a package, your first package, package A, for as little as $50 USDT, it opens it up and you're qualified for this first 3 levels. Then you need to rank to the next level, agent, partner, and so forth to unlock those additional levels. They're fairly easy to hit, and we'll share with you how in a minute here. The next way is with the residual commissions. This is the second way. This is, again, going back to that package A I was talking about. Let's say my sister, which does have a $1,000 package on here, last week she earned 4% or 8.8% a day. That's roughly $8 a day on her package. Okay. Because I referred her, that would be my level 1. I would get 10% of that every single day. If she earned $8 today, which we'll find out tonight, I would earn 80 cents. And that also goes down to 15 levels based on your rank requirement. Now, it's a little higher rank to start unlocking those daily residuals, but most people have found out it's really simple. You share with a few people and boom, those are unlocked as well. And the way you get those rank levels is with the career bonuses. And we call these career bonuses because they are very rewarding, guys. There's no way to put it other than that. Is you can see here, there's about 12 of them or so, and they go from apprentice all the way up to diamond. Basically about $1.2 million in bonuses. And you can see here the very first one is apprentice. You open up a package here. What's the bonus? Nothing. For opening an account, you don't get a bonus. What's required is a $50 package in USDT. Boom, you're an apprentice. Unlock those first 3 levels of the direct commission. The next one is called agent. What's required there is you must have $100 in packages. And what happens? And $101,000 in total team. That can be on level 2, level 3, one person with $1,000, 2 people with $500. It really don't matter of qualified money. Once that happens, you get the $50 bonus. And you can see the partner, the operator, manager, and so forth. The beautiful thing about the bonuses, you don't have to request them. You don't have to fill out a form. There's no delay. There's no waiting. You get them instantly. There are people now, I know of 4 people now that have hit Ruby, and they got their packages, their bonuses instantly. Guys, you got to imagine here going to Ruby, all those other bonuses, these are paid out instantly, and you're able to withdraw them once a week. That's the beauty of here. There's never been a payment delay. There's never been a payment missed. There's never been a payment screw up. There's never been any payment issues at all. And that's something, even when a lot of companies change websites, they do this, they restrict you to the wallet you use, all these excuses. Hasn't happened here. Just constant stability here. And that's what makes this really unique. So there is an event going on right now, a promotion called the Mega Event Qualification. Pretty simple to qualify. This is for 150 people. If you can be one of those 150, they will invite you to an event at the company's headquarters in Istanbul, Turkey. There's 150 slots. Level 1, the first level, is basically they'll put you up in a hotel. You have to fly out there. You can see the requirements. Level 2, they put you on the coach, pay for your accommodations, and they get you out there. Level 3, there's only 10 of those spots. They'll put you in first class and boom, you out there. Now, this is for you as the active member only. If you want to pay your spouse or a better half, a friend or someone, you got to pay the dime on that one. This is just for the individual. You want to find out more about this, the PDF is in the back office. Now, some real excitement here within the community is some of the stuff that is coming and or has already happened. We talked about the compounding, able to add the package. He listened to the community there. A lot of people wanted it, and bam, it's happened. The fiat to the crypto to fiat, where you'll be able to actually use your debit card, your Visa, MasterCard, bank card. You won't have to buy crypto. You'll be able to deposit it automatically in there. It will go through a third party, a bank that he's working with right now, that they're testing everything out. And that happens. The bank will buy the crypto for you. You won't have to mess with it. Boom. You'll also be able to withdraw. Like yesterday, I withdrew crypto. If I wanted to, that could get wired into my bank account. Again, the bank would exchange it. There would be a fee, and I would get the fiat, your local currency, the dollar, the pound, the yen, the franc, whatever it may be. Now, a little bit of full disclosure again. For those U.S. residents and Canada residents, there's going to be a little bit more delay on this because there's a lot more regulatory requirements in U.S. or North America for this to happen. So most of the world will see this here within the next few weeks. Us in North America, we're going to have a little bit more delay. Then there's a MasterCard coming by the end of the summer, early fall, and a marketing system that should be out by the end of July. So what makes this so different than the 101 things we all see on Facebook or get emails for, guys? Our CEO, he's out there. He's visible. He's well recognized. He meets people all the time at the offices. He actually does a weekly call every Thursday where he gives updates and information about changes, some stuff coming, progress of other areas that community members want to know about. Then he takes questions every Thursday. He does this. You can get started with Vortic United at a low entry fee, $50 USDT, and you can earn anywhere from 0.8% a day all the way up to averaging 1.8% a day. So there's a starting point, an entry point for basically anyone out there. They have a very active Telegram community where you can get all the latest updates. You can follow them on Facebook, get on the YouTube channel and see everything. And again, complete transparency. Every single trading, the wins and the losses are reported back there. There's weekly withdrawals to the crypto wallet of your choice. We don't tell you you have to use wallet A, B, C. We give you options. Vortic, you give you options. They give you options on which way you want to deposit, which way you want to withdraw. You have over four types of crypto. The debit MasterCard we talked about by the end of the summer, early fall, and the marketing system. So what do you need to do to get started? Real simple. Right now, today, someone invited you to this call. Get back with them. Don't wait for them to reach out with you. Get back with them and say, hey, can I get your affiliate link? Even if you don't want to get funded yet, create that free account. Look around, check the trades out, be a lurker, watch. And then once you feel comfortable, you like what you see, you feel comfortable, go ahead and fund your account with some crypto, depending on, and then purchase the package, select the package A, B, C, or whatever one you want. Once you fund, and then within 24 hours after you purchase your package, you'll start earning some rewards every single day. So how do you follow them on Facebook? How do you find them on YouTube? How do you join the Telegram? Unlike most companies, we don't promote it out there. Why? We all get those hello dear messages. We all get that spam on Telegram because we joined the company Telegram room. Here, you don't get none of that from here because the only way you can get into the Telegram is being a member, at least free or active preferably. You log into your back office. You see on the left the menu, list of menu options. You go to Media Center, and then you'll see the Facebook link, the YouTube link, and the Telegram link, along with the presentation where the compensation plan we talked about, as well as the promotion. And you'll notice right below the Media Center on the left-hand side is the reporting where you can see all the trades. So guys, I hope that explains everything to you. Last but not least is the Meet the CEO call. Jensen, as I said, hold the call every Thursday. You can sign up, and I would encourage you right now, today, within the next 10 minutes when you log off here, go to VortecUnitedCEO.com. VortecUnitedCEO.com. Every Thursday, same time as today, he does a call where he gives the latest updates and news, things going on, enhancements coming, some follow-up on his meetings he's had, because there's a lot going on. And then he takes several questions from the community. Very visible, very engaged with the community. So please make sure to go register there. Even if you can't attend, you'll get the recording. Our system automatically sends out the recording. Last but not least, before we get into the Q&A, let's talk about that. I know a lot of people, can we get it recorded? Is this recorded or whatever? Guys, our system automatically records this and will send it out to you on your email that you use to register with. So, Mike, are you there? There he is. He's back. So, guys, it might go into your spam box if you use one of those email providers that have a real strong filter. If you use Hotmail, you won't get it because it doesn't allow anything unless it's already part of your address book. But it also, the copy of today's webinar, not only will it be emailed to you, it will be posted on the YouTube channel as well as posted in the Telegram. So, without further ado, Mike, do we have any questions?
Yes, Dan's asking how he accesses last Saturday's replay on the training.
That's a great question, Dan. That hasn't been posted up yet. I will upload that tonight to the YouTube channel. I got a little busy with some family stuff, and I basically slacked off and did not do it. So I will get that loaded up tonight, Dan. Thanks for reminding me. Any other questions, Mike?
Yes. Jairo Rodriguez is asking about the address of the facility in Istanbul because he needs it for a visa going to Turkey because he's looking to qualify for the event.
Okay, well, first you need to qualify, but if you're looking for some address information for a visa, you contact support, and if you're a member, they'll make sure and they'll give that to you for that information. Okay? It's done on that rates. It's for the reasons I said it doesn't done publicly, because if we give it publicly here, it's on YouTube, and then a stranger can walk in and interrupt everything. All visits to the office are in a controlled environment for the reasons I said.
Right. Even the building has security
Right.
involved with it. So Andreas is asking any news about crypto to fiat?
They're beta testing it from what I understand. We've asked him last week. He said by the end of July, on the last call last Thursday, he said for sure by the end of July. But he says for sure. I say who knows, because it's AI. I'm sorry, it's an API. It's called, and you got to work with the banks, and so there's a lot of technology there and getting it set. But they are testing it. So I see a question from Dreams to Retirement. What exchange can I use to buy USDT TRC20? Well, Dreams, that depends on where you live, what state you live in, what kind of currency you have you want to buy it with. There are all kinds of, I don't know, to that. In the US, UK, India, Pakistan, they all use different exchanges, different requirements. Do you have accounts? Personally, in the U.S., it's a challenge right now. It's a challenge. I know that a lot of people are using Kraken. Some people were using Binance, but now Binance has went whoop. I know there's a couple others out there, KuCoin and some of those. So it's a real challenge. So, Mike, you got something else?
Dan asked about what the 5,000 in compounding about. Would he pay the 20% on the 5K? I did answer him, and the net, as you show on the slide, after the 20% payment, the net would be $18,400.
Paul has a question. With 5,000 in USDT, which is best, compounding package with 9% weekly or 2Bs? Well, Paul, it all depends on what your goal is. We are not financial advisors, so we can't give any financial advice. And my friend Paul, that's right up the alley of financial advice. But you got to decide, would you want it all in one lump sum? Cool. Or would you like to have access to daily or weekly rewards? What are your goals? What is your risk factor? All these things come into what's best for Paul. And only Paul can answer that. Hope, Paul, we're not avoiding the question, but there's a lot of variables there as well, okay? Bachman, have a lot of people interested, but they keep asking, where did he go? For the CEO resume. What is his professional history? Major bank in Switzerland is very vague. Well, Bachman, they're not going to give you his resume. No company in the world does that when you're going to go buy an iPhone or an Android or whatever it is. He's worked in Switzerland. You can visit out there and see his credentials.
Actually, a Swiss bank in Germany.
Swiss bank in Germany. You can get that information. But there are already 2 different entities out there that are faking his information, trying to get Vortic United people to join a special trading group, to get extra trades, to earn extra commission, and all this crap. And the more information you give of someone like that, the more believable it sounds to a new person. And they fall for it and they get scammed. Obviously, there's a lot of security with Telegram is just, it's very open to people getting scammed. And unfortunately, that is the world we live in. I would not post my resume here, and I'm sure you would not post your resume here on an open channel. But on a one-on-one closest, we've seen it, we know it, but you understand the concerns, I hope. Okay.
Well, that's also asking. I mean, if you're a person who is an excellent trader and has a history of making money, and you post that kind of information, people can track you down, and security becomes a huge issue. So there's a lot. There's a lot that goes with that.
We did see 6 months of tradings ourselves, so we know that, and so just giving you that information, hopefully. But I do understand your question. Question from all. Kraken is good for buying stuff. Yes, I know Mike Donaldson had it. Kraken can be a little tricky. Just someone here. This is what someone said. If you're going to use Kraken, you want to use what's called a middleman. I'll call it a middleman, an intermediate. For example, you don't want to send funds from Kraken to any project, any program. You want to use Kraken to send to trust, to send to the program. And then when you withdraw, you want to withdraw from a program to the trust to Kraken, because Kraken don't like opportunities, programs. I lost my account doing it that way. I'll be honest. Had it for years and started doing it, and a lot of people lost their accounts with Krakens. So you got to kind of have a middleman on even any.
Now, in all fairness, I don't. I've used my account for years.
It's really hit and miss.
Especially if your account is new.
Oh, if you're new, yeah, you're
using the intermediary. Plus, people had a tendency just to push the money in there and then take it out to their bank. And
you do that's your toast.
And I think what it struck Kraken as if it was money laundering.
It was great to see updates because the license you show seems to be confirmation statement overdue January 6th. Actually, the license is still new. You can go to the website for the government and see it. It's not overdue. It's valid and current. Kevin, I signed up, but I can't log in. Forgot password. And reset password and can log in, but I log out. I can't. Okay, let me try this again. Kevin says, I signed up. I cannot log in. He forgot his password. He reset his password and can log in, but I log out and can't log in again. Correct, Kevin. I know why. I got it. That was a roundabout way, because as part of the protocol to logging in, as soon as you create an account, you must go into your profile and set 2FA. That's that little thing on your phone to make sure no one can log into your account, because what happens is people can lose their funds. So what it does is creates this annoying process where every time you log in, you have to reset your password and get a new password over and over again until you set your 2FA up. It's a security protocol to annoy the crap out of the user until they do the right thing. Hope that helps you, Kevin. We do not support on the call. Okay. I have a lot of people interested. Okay. Thanks, guys. Vortic, appreciate it. Let's go back to Q&A. Glad you understand. Not sure why he can have a live Q&A but not be. He's transparent. Bushman, I told you why. If you don't understand that, then this isn't for you. Very simple. Very, very simple. I am not going to give you my resume. I'm not going to give anyone on this call my resume. That's not needed. We're giving as much transparency, more than any company out there. I dare show you to show me a company that has a project that goes over the company's resume. I've seen a lot of them. Most of them have a fake actor. They hire the actor. They have CEOs that won't even come online. There's a program out there now that's trading supposedly Google AdWords. They don't even tell you who the owners are. So guys, they're showing you the trades here. They're being as transparent as possible. Now, would we like it?
That's why we flew to Turkey to meet with him and meet the man. We also meet with him, 2-3 times a week.
I have done due diligence for companies many, many years. We have flew to see things. We have checked out leases. None of that crap matters. None of that crap matters. Just because he went to Yale and had some kind of business degree and worked for Swiss Bank of America doesn't give They can still hop the plane and run off with our money. Let's be honest. That doesn't do anything to protect us. But I'm being honest because I have done due diligence on other companies and have seen companies' resumes with good CEOs, and they skedaddled on us. So I wanted to see trades, but each person has to judge for their own risk tolerance. What's acceptable for you? And I understand your concerns, but that part just, for me, that I have learned it doesn't mean squat for me. So I understand some people like that. A lot of people love an office. To me, having an office didn't mean nothing. I've seen companies have an office for one night, lock the key, and go on the next. So it really depends on the CEO, the heart, their vision, their sincerity. And that's something I saw when I met him, but that's what I felt. And we're just sharing what we felt. I hope that helps you. Good luck, Brackman. We've already done it. We're having success. Which change can I use to change crypto to bank account? Tony, it depends on where you live, what state you're in the United States. Again, all the factors come into play. So I hope that answers you, Mike. We're right at about an hour. So
if you have, some people are bringing up support questions. If you're having a problem with any aspect, get a hold of support. If you can't get a hold of support, well, then have the person who referred you provide your email address and the information about the problem that you're having.
Terry says as external wallets is Cash App. I currently locked out of Trust and Exodus. Cash App accepts only BTC. Any idea when BTC will be back? No. Depends on the whole blockchain network. Nobody knows what's going on with blockchain when the fees become very acceptable. I will tell you, Trust Wallet, you can delete it from your phone and you can have 100 Trust Wallets. You can't be locked out of Trust Wallet. I mean, you can be locked out of an individual Trust Wallet, but for example, I have 27 Trust Wallets. So it's easy to do. You can have multiple Trust Wallets. So just create another one. Okay, what's the best way to sponsor a team? 3 front line from Philip. Philip, wide is always best. No matter, I know people, stacking is frowned upon. Wide is always best. The wider you go, the more you get compensation, higher compensation, but also it counts more toward your rank. And I understand a lot of people put people underneath people to help them. That can be, it really depends on how you want to build. Hope that answers you. We do have training every Saturday on how to build your team. You can go to Success Building 101. We do some team training on the comp plan and how to find leads and prospects. That's another thing we do here for you, everyone. Okay. Guys, thanks a lot. We appreciate your time. I hope we've been able to answer all of your questions to the best of our ability. So, guys, thanks a lot. Mike, you got anything you'd like to add before we?
No. Again, if you're in need of some help, don't forget that the person that referred you is getting paid handsomely for referring you. So lean on them to help you get things accomplished and to answer questions for you.
Right. Thank you much, everyone. And we have another call Wednesday, 3 p.m. So make sure to bring a guest or a friend. And don't forget to go to Vortic United CEO and register for that call as well if you want to hear from Jensen. And on Saturdays, we have our team training. If you're looking to expand your reward Success Building 101, there's a lot of training, a lot of information going on for this community. So everyone, thanks a lot. Have a great week. Take care.